Time now to turn to our experts for this week. Yesterday I spoke to Niels Marquardt, Sydney Consul General for the United States, about the details of the new defence arrangement agreed upon during President Obama's visit.
Well, we've had this force posture review between the United States and Australia, and then a greater use of the airbase that is outside of Darwin by U.S. aircraft.
So what benefits will this new arrangement provide for Australia?
I think back to last summer, tendency to occur in that part of the world. So both Australia and the United States will be able to react more robustly to those kinds of challenges.
How do you respond to concerns that it could negatively impact Australia's relationships with its Asian neighbours? I know China in particular has been on everybody's lips at the moment.
Well, I've certainly seen the commentary that's been in the press. I think it sort of misses the point. As I said, a change in the nature of the U.S. Presence in the region.
On the subject of the US presence in the region, President Obama mentioned that America is back during his visit here. Why is the US renewing its interests in the Asia-Pacific region at this time?
Whether we're back or we're here to stay or we've never gone away, I think all are true. The president made very strongly the point that the United States, our interests and our presence in a region where we've been for the last 60 years.
The president also said in his address to Parliament that, quote, prosperity without freedom is another form of poverty. What did he mean by this? Was this directed at China or anyone in particular?
I don't think it was directed at anybody in particular. It was a restatement of the strong American commitment, or the true underpinning of our alliance with Australia.
Did the Prime Minister discuss anything else with President Obama?
We had initiatives on energy, on education. We commemorate the sacrifices that were made 70 years ago in a dignified and appropriate way, so we're working on that.
How do you expect the United States' relations with Australia and the other nations in the Asia-Pacific region will change over what is now being dubbed the Asian century?
Well, I think we'll move from strength to strength already. As the president enumerated, and as others have said, they would like to embrace the principles of free trade that underpin it.
There was an analyst on Sky News' Australian Agenda who said that the Trans-Pacific Partnership and America's renewed interest in the Asia-Pacific region were an attempt to get China to play more by America's rules. How do you respond to this?
Well, I think what the Trans-Pacific Partnership is, there's common cause among the member nations, all of which have embraced a common set of, shall we say, rules of the road, regional rules of the road going forward. Any nation that wishes to embrace those would also be welcome in TPP.
All right, thank you to US Consul General for Sydney, Niels Marquardt, for appearing on the show. I'm Jake Nelson, and you're listening to Never Talk Politics on your community radio network.